What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of New Parents in Training. So today we bought a Instant Pot. Well, this is going to be the second one we're on. The first one we got a few years back is only a 6 cord. This one is 8 cord. So the reason why we got it is because of the Prime Day. So it was on sale. And this one has air fry within the Instant Pot itself as well. So we never had a air fryer, so this will be a good combination that we can just keep in one machine instead of multiple ones. So I'm gonna unbox and then we're probably gonna do some cooking using it. So yeah, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. So mind you, this thing is quite heavy. So if you want to lift this, they actually have a handle on the side where you can lift this, or you can just go on the top. But go on the top, just be careful because this thing is bulky and heavy at the same time. And mind you, they do have an app for the Instant Pot. So if you want more recipe and tips and tricks and stuff, I think you should download it. Oh, this is a plate that you can put your hot food on. Oh, on this thing that collects the water or steam. There's more of this. We got one from the first one as well. Helps you with the steaming stuff. Not sure what this would do, but I think it also helps with steaming and frying stuff, I believe. Getting started guide. Oh, this bunch of stuff tells you how to use it. The manual instruction. Okay. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, I think this is for the air fryer lid. So I believe they use a different lid. Oh, there's a handle. Okay, last one, but not the Instant Pot itself. Oh man, it's heavy. Okay, so this is an Instant Pot. There's more stuff in here. So they have more containers. Oh man, this has a lot of stuff in here. Okay, I think this is for the air fryer. Oh, and here is the container for the 8 quart Instant Pot. Okay, alright, so that was a lot of stuff. That's heavy stuff to take out from the box. Anyway, so just be mindful that you do have 2 lids. One is for the air fry and the other one is for the pressure cooker. Don't mix them when you do the cooking. Anyway, let me go wash this, clean this, and then we're just gonna do some cooking and show you guys how to use some of the features. I'm not gonna go do too much extent in terms of how you use each function, but we're just gonna show you what we would normally cook in our daily lives. So that way you can get a better idea how to use it. All right, so before we start cooking, we need to prep the pot for the first time. So for the outside, you can just wipe it down with the cloth. But for the inside, the first time you want to do this, you want to give a test run. And what you do is, as the manual indicate, you need to have 3 cups of water and pour it inside the inner pot. And then now you have to close the lid. Once you hear that noise, see right now it's off. What you do is you press the pressure cook and you set the time to 5 minutes. So once you have set the pressure cook to 5 minutes and high, you press start. The machine will start cooking a little bit, and I'll come back and finish the rest after it's done. Okay, now that it's finished, the venting valve is here. You don't need to wait for the natural release. Just press. So what you can do is, you see here, you press it down, and then you turn counterclockwise. It will hold in place, so you don't have to keep holding it. This valve is down, so that means you can release the lid now. Okay, so this is how you prep the Instant Pot for the first time. And now we can dump the water out and start using it for cooking. So I'm gonna go air fry some chicken. So we have some drumsticks here that's been marinated overnight. Has some paprika, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and olive oil. So it's very simple. You just rub it in and leave it in the fridge overnight. So now what you need to do is this came with the Instant Pot. So you need to have the base. You need to have the basket for the air frying process, and don't forget the inner pot, so you just drop it in there. So this is different than the regular pressure cooking. You don't need to add any water, and make sure that you use the right lid. This is the lid for air frying. There's a fan and the heating component inside of the lid itself. Alright, so this is what it's supposed to look like. I have 4 drumsticks in there, and just make sure you rub the oil in there, because without the oil it cannot be crisp. So now you close the lid. So once the lid is closed, what you need to do is hit the air fry, and then you set it to temperature to 400 degrees, and then for 15 minutes, and then hit start. As you were able to tell from the video, it was at one point it says turn. So you could just open up the lid and then turn the fuse inside, but I always just wait until my timer is off. Then I open up the lid and then I turn the fuse inside. So all you have to do is just lift this up and set it aside. And be really careful because it's hot. So this is what it currently look like. Well, you're supposed to turn because you want an even cook surface for the food that you want to fry, right? So as you can tell, the skin is already very crisp, but it needs more time for the chicken to fully cook through. So there. And then now what we're gonna do is air fry. It's 400, but instead of 15 minutes, I'm gonna go down to 10 minutes and then hit start. Okay, now that it's finished, we have to take them out. Oh, look at them. Look crispy. Oh, this looks good. Okay, so we finished with the chicken. I'm gonna fry some fries as well. So what you do is, like, this is super simple. We just use potato. We cut it into little chunks, and then olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then we just toss it in the side bowl, and then now you drop it in here. Make sure you spread it evenly so that way it can cook evenly as well. Alright, so what I'm gonna set to is temperature 375 for 10 minutes. Start. Okay, so now that it's done, I'm just gonna open it up. Well, so it is halfway done. I'm just gonna open it up and then toss the fries a little bit. Now what I'm gonna do is do another 10 minutes and then it should be done. Fries is done. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, yeah, it comes out pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna put them into a plate. It's very simple to make. I like it a lot. It just takes a little bit time for the machine to do its thing. But the best part is you don't have to do much. You put everything inside and let the Instant Pot does its thing. So yeah, this is the chicken with some fries and we made some salad and ketchup. Yeah, this is very simple. Okay, so that was the air fry portion of it. I never have a air fry before, so that was just to test it out. And now we're gonna test out the pressure cooking part. Now, as you can see, there's a bunch of preset buttons here. It's same as our old machine, but our old machine has buttons for rice and for soup and whatnot, but this one doesn't. So what I want to test out is to see how this one would cook rice and beans. That's the dish I'm going to make by using the old setting that it was on the old machine. So for the rice portion, I have here in a quart. So I already washed the rice and I have soaked in the water. Now the ratio normally for rice is 1 to 1. So usually we eat jasmine rice, but right now we don't have jasmine at home. We had the basmati. So for basmati rice, actually is 1.25 cup of water to 1 cup of basmati rice. So and right now I have 2 cups of rice in there with 2.5 cups of water. Now the setting for rice cooking, you hit pressure cook, you set it for low, and then you set the time to 12 minutes, and then you hit start. And of course, don't forget to close the lid. Now that the Instant Pot is done, just let it sit there and naturally release the air inside the pressure cooker. You can just let it sit for about 10 minutes and then release the remaining air by pressing the release valve over there. Or you can just wait until the metal pin drop down. So that way you will get even better result with your rice. Okay, now that 10 minutes is up, if the metal pin is not dropped, then you can just release the valve over there. Let me check on the rice. So to release this, just press down and then turn clockwise. Oh, don't forget to cancel. Whoa. Alright, the rice looked really nice. Alright, so let me go start with the beans. I went to the store and bought one of those Cajun bean soup. So you can get whatever that is available in your supermarket. Usually I buy the one with seasoning packet inside, so that way I don't have to mix the seasoning. So I washed the beans and put the seasoning in there already. Now if you only want to make the beans soup as it is, you could, or you can follow the recipe on the back of the package. Now for us, we like to add some more stuff into it. I have some bone marrows that's already pre-cooked because I want to get some impurity out of it. So this way will taste better. after it's done cooking. So I'm going to drop that in there. I'm not sure if you ever had tried lotus roots, but this is in season because it's the fall. So I pick up some of this from the supermarket. I'm going to drop them in there as well. I have one small onion that's been quartered. Now you have to add the water. So according to the package, it requires at least 8 cups of water. Here I have 5.5. I'm just gonna add a bunch of water in there because I have a lot of stuff inside this pot. All right, so I have 5 more cups of water here. So yeah, I have like 10.5 cups of water. So let me show what it looks like. So here it is. You see that max line? Yeah, I don't want it to fill it too high. But this is what it looks like inside. And let's get the cooking started. The setting what I'm gonna use is from the old Instant Pot, which is under the stew. So for that particular one, it says you have to use pressure cook, and then press again for high, and have to do it for 40 minutes. Okay, and then hit start. So it's gonna take a while for it to build enough pressure, and then the clock will appear. Okay, so it's finished cooking. You can either let it naturally release for 10 minutes and then release the valve, or what I would prefer is to let it completely naturally release the air by itself. That will take much longer, but the result will be much better soup. So it took about over an hour and 15 minutes or so for all the air to naturally release. So now it's all done, and we can open it. And yeah, cancel. Oh, look at this. This looks really, really good. And it smells really nice too. All right, let me set up the table. All right, so we have lotus, bone marrow, onion, beans, rice. So yeah, this is a pretty hearty meal for the winter. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.